Mansfield in the morning.
Today I'm looking at the fantasy world of Harry Potter and the Phoenix. But before I begin, I want to use a quote that Johnny reminded us of yesterday. It came before the Bocelli concert, and the person said, "We will hug the world's wounded, pulsating heart." And what I'm going to be suggesting is that, like the Phoenix in Harry Potter, we can arise anew out of this wounded, pulsating heart of the world. So I'm not sure what books you read as a child. My favorite book was The Hobbit, and that's what got me into the world of fantasy. And then my children read the Harry Potter books. And my daughter could actually quote Harry Potter. My part that I liked, I didn't particularly like Harry Potter. I don't think it's the same as Tolkien. But the part I loved was the Phoenix, Dumbledore's bird. When it got old, it just exploded into a ball of flame. And then it came out of those ashes, a young and new and fresh bird. And there were days, I must say, that I wouldn't mind being the Phoenix. So while I'm not going to explode into a ball of flame and emerge young and vibrant again, unfortunately, I'm sure we can all relate to that. We can change direction and reposition ourselves, if you like, in some ways. We can change career, and it's not too late. And when the lockdown's over, we may need to look at that. We can learn new skills. We can take up new hobbies or learn some art form, painting, dancing, pottery. We can read about how to get more in touch with our authentic self and let go of some of the masks that we put on. We can make new friends. We can mix in different circles. We can change the way we look, dress differently, change our hair. All those things help us to feel different. Now, I want you to keep this in mind as we look at what many are saying, and I admit I've been guilty of it myself. And many people are saying to me, "I can't wait for things to get back to normal." So I wonder how many of you have said that or heard people say that. Can we change that around today and look at what maybe we don't want to go back to normal? And I'm sure you'll be able to identify with some of what I say. So just as in post my surgery, I prayed I would never take walking for granted, being able to move. So I pray I will never again take for granted the ability to hug my friends, or meeting for tea, or sharing a meal out, or driving my car, or going shopping properly without fear, with the gloves and the masks and looking at each person as a potential threat. I pray that I'll never take education for granted. I spoke to my niece in the UK on Saturday night, and she said, "Shona, miracles happened." I said, "What is it?" She says, "You're not going to believe it, but I missed school." Now she's doing her O-levels.
Ooh.
And if you knew her, you would know she spent most of her life telling me how dumb school is. We mustn't take the educators for granted. I know parents who can't wait for school to start.
Yeah, exactly.
And we need to have a new appreciation for what teachers do. They're not the best paid in our community, but they do a massive job.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be able to go for a long walk, and I pray I'll never take that for granted again. I pray that I will never take the blessing of community for granted again, a full church, the privilege of hearing those voices raised in song together, the bright and vibrant colors and personalities that I see every Sunday in church. I pray that I'll never take my family for granted. It's horrible not being able to go and have tea with them and sit with them. And I don't think we should go back to business as usual post the lockdown. We need to see things differently, and our experience of things we took for granted, I think, will be much deeper and richer. Now, wouldn't that be amazing if we could do that? And I know things will be hard and there will be difficult days and hardships. But let's remember, like the Phoenix, we do have choices to do some things differently. And if we all look out for each other, shop locally, support those in need, we will get through this. So let me know what you will appreciate most after the lockdown. May God bless and protect you and your family. And thank you to all of you.
Thank you, Reverend.
Thank you so much.
Here it comes. It's Mansfield in the morning. Driven by Sandown Motors, your Mercedes-Benz partner.